Was that someone's phone?
That was Lauren's phone. She gets in trouble now. Amateur move.
So annoying.
Phone on silent? Come on. It's like day one of film school. Hey guys, it's John.
And Lauren from Hot for Food, and we're back for another challenge video.
Last time was the Munchies challenge. I won with my mac and cheese burrito.
Yes, you did. I had the Freak Shake, which was pretty freaking awesome. But you won 62% for John, 37% for me. We had the little poll card in the top corner that YouTube now has you implement, which I think is a great way of tallying the votes, a little more accurate than us hand counting. So you won, and surprisingly, most people, not most people, but quite a few people didn't know what 420 was. Maybe it's a Canadian thing, I don't know. Anyways, today we're gonna be doing the appetizer challenge. So small foods, things you would eat.
Well, it's like summertime, right? So like you're gonna be going to like people's barbecues and potlucks, and so you want something that you can bring and wow the guests.
And share, of course, not eat all to yourself. It's clearly the morning when we're shooting this because we're drinking coffee.
But now we're gonna make appetizers.
So do you know what you're making?
Yes, but I'm not telling you because it's a secret. I'll tell them.
No, you made me get the dough out last night, so I know you're making something with dough.
Okay, plug your ears and I'll tell the camera. I'm gonna make, I don't know what I'm gonna make. I know I wanna make mini pizza something though. So either pizza rolls, pizza finger, little like pizza bites, I guess, something.
Okay, well you can't just make a pizza and then cut it into small pieces because that doesn't count. I also got some dough out of the freezer last night, and I have puff pastry, vegan puff pastry that I found at the store. You know how when you would buy appetizers already in a box in the freezer section, like sausage rolls or whatever, they're always in puff pastry. So I'm gonna make some kind of miniature puff pastry roll.
That's what would happen when like people would be like, oh no, guests are coming over. And they'd like open the freezer and it would just be like from the box to the thing, and it would be 4 different flavors,
like
wouldn't it be?
Yours are like those pizza bagels. How does that song go? That pizza bagel song?
It goes pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel. No. When pizza's on a bagel.
You can have pizza anytime. Yeah.
I don't think we can sing that. That's so
yes,
copyrighted.
Can. The last part you can sing.
I'm gonna start by just chopping my veggies. I'm gonna keep these pretty simple, and I'm just gonna do like green peppers, green onion, and some vegan pepperoni. As I always do in these videos, I seem to be using a pre-made product. This is just like a vegan pepperoni, but you know what? I'm cooking for the everyman. I'm using leftover pasta sauce, so it's not actually seasoned for pizza sauce. They're really the same, but I'm gonna add some fresh basil and oregano just to kind of make it a bit more pizza-y. And the last thing we're gonna use is just a vegan shredded mozzarella. All right, so we're gonna roll out the dough now. We're gonna start by lightly flouring our surface workspace area here. And this piece of dough is pretty big, so I'm gonna slice it into 2 pieces, and that'll be 2 separate rolls. Try to make this as square as possible. So you're essentially just making a pizza and then just rolling it up. Make sure you don't go all the way to the edge, because this is gonna be where you roll over and seal the buns. So I've cut it in half, and then I'm gonna do it into quarters. So you're gonna get 8 pieces per roll. So just gonna lightly oil a baking tray. And now we're gonna cover the pizza rolls with plastic wrap and a tea towel and leave at room temperature to proof for about 2 hours.
All right, so those have to proof while I make my appetizer. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm making it up. I don't know where I got this idea. It just came to me one night as like a vision. So I was on a vision quest for my challenge idea. And then it came to me. Are you ready? Let's do this. I'm cooking some stuff, let's go. So I'm gonna start by sauteing some onion, mushroom, and garlic just to get that softened up, and then it's gonna go into a food processor. So you don't need to cut it up perfectly because it's just gonna get ground up anyway. Because I'm trying to make sausage, I'm gonna add whole fennel seeds as well as thyme. oregano, and sage. And at the very end, I'm gonna add some kale. So we're adding this to the food processor along with some white navy beans, sea salt and ground pepper, and I'm gonna add nutritional yeast. I'm gonna add vital wheat gluten, which is pure gluten, in order to give us that chewy sausage-like texture, as well as vegetable stock and parsley. I'm gonna add more gluten. So now you can see it's like a dough. It's like the gluten has made it come together like a dough, which is exactly what we want. It should be very elastic. Okay, so the puff pastry I found was already frozen, like this. I've never worked with this before, so I assume we just open it up and roll it out onto a floured surface. So the difference between this dough and the dough that John's using is that this has been layered with shortening so that it puffs up, and you can see all those layers there. So the hard work is done. I'm just gonna cut these into rectangles. And then from there, we're gonna make a roll of the filling and then roll it and then cut it into little pieces. All I'm going to do is melt some vegan butter and then brush that over top of these so that they get golden brown in the oven. I think I'm also gonna make a dipping sauce. It's just really easy with grainy mustard and maple syrup. That little filling in there is so tasty.
Looks like a little sausage.
Looks like a little dog sausage. Sausage. All right, so let's get them in the oven and then we'll reveal the final appetizer. Well, there it is, the appetizers for the appetizer challenge.
Yours look insane. They look so good.
They look like legit sausage rolls.
Legit.
So you know how we do, you leave a vote, but this time, please vote using the poll in the card in the corner of this YouTube video. That's how we're gonna decide who the winner is. So is it my white bean mushroom sausage rolls?
Or my vegan pizza buns?
We have quite a party going on. This looks like a delicious feast. Both are very appropriate for a party.
True, I would say so.
I would say this is a hard one, but I will tell you that these taste epic. I wanted to say the F word because that's how effing epic they are.
This tastes exactly how you think it would taste.
Even this mustard sauce is like the perfect accompaniment.
A bun?
Of pizza.
Are pretty good. Not bad, Toyota.
They're both good. Make them both. Decide which one's the winner. You can only pick one winner.
You have 1 week to decide.
Exactly. The voting counts until next Wednesday when we post a brand new Hot for Food video. So if you make any of these or anything else from our channel or from hotforfoodblog.com, share it on social, tag us at hotforfood or #hotforfood, and come back next week to see something else tasty and delicious.
It'll probably be both of those things.
Always is. Subscribe if you like us. That's all.
Toodaloo.
Happy partying!